Hey everybody, we are back for another Great British Brush Off. This is Band of Badgers. I am Dave. That's Steve down there, and we're joined by pro painters Craig and John. And we'll that's what we need. The audience clap. Steve, get on that.
Canned clapping.
Canned clapping. Yeah, that would be great. We need that. We should do that.
I need that for every brush stroke.
So we're going to go around the houses. We are, of course, doing this with Atomic Mass Games. They have allowed us to do this with their property. I don't know why, because we destroy it every single week on this show. But hey, here we go. You can also find I was going to say Magic Craig down there over at dragonskullstudios.com. Yes, they can, Craig. Well done.
Yep. Yes, you can.
And you can also find John over at instagram.com/Mandis Miniature Painting. Don't forget the underscores, because if you don't, you won't find him. Or maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe it's like your twin, your evil twin. Or maybe you're the evil twin.
I was like, or my less evil twin.
Or the less evil twin. That
Two evil twins, just lesser evil.
Before we go around the houses to see what everyone's painting, we are going to put up, of course, our sponsors for this series is Atomic Mass Games. We have this amazing game of Marvel Crisis Protocol. We also have Turbo Dork for all your finally, how would you say, not just metallics, but like the shifted paints and everything that they do is utterly awesome. And Army Painter. And you can find Army Painter at that one, because Steve is now pushing the buttons. I have managed to tie myself up with my headphone cable somehow. So in the meantime, you're just going to look at this slide. but you can find more about Marvel Crisis Protocol. We have an unboxing video, so go to our channel. There you go. youtube.com/Band-of-Badgers.
I have no excuse. I just took my hand off the mouse.
I know.
I'm wireless. I didn't tie myself up with anything.
And you can have, of course, this is what the miniatures should look like. But today we are going to show you what we're doing.
We need to get a kid's picture drawn with crayon to put up. And this is what we do.
Well, this is what we do. I'm just gonna like dip it in a red and then blue paint, and then go, here is one that I did.
Future 4-wax.
Exactly. Yeah. We'll see if that actually works. Now, I am going to be doing a number of things. I'm going to be working on this one. This is Iron Man, and you can see there is a color combination theme going on, red and blue. Now he is red and yellow, and I'm going to do non-metallic Iron Man. So there you go. Non-metallic Iron Man. What could that mean? I don't know. I'm about to find out. So let's also go around the houses. John, what have we got from you today?
I'm going to keep working on Angel from last time. I did a little extra curricular work, got his wings kind of blocked in. I'm going to see if I can get that painted, and then maybe shoot for finishing the front half. And go from there.
Awesome. It is. I mean, again, we keep saying this every single week, but the poses are stunning. They really, really are. Atomic Mass Games have outdone themselves in these poses. Craig, what have we got from you?
Today, I am going to be working on Iron Man as well.
Cool. Iron Man standing on a volcanic egg.
Yep. And it's from the Hulkbuster set.
That's cool.
So
is it a completely different pose?
Yeah.
Bring it back. Yeah. I was going to look at mine because is it the same?
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, different arms. Okay.
I think he also has a rocket boot, right? When you affix them to the base.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, that's looking good. And finally, Steve, what are you up to?
I'm going to be doing the Black Panther.
Oh,
good. we're still waiting against this head.
See, I'll put it on my phone later. But I'm doing Black Panther from the panels box. So I've also got Killmonger primed as well. So
nice one.
Probably won't get to both. I will just do Panther.
He's so mean in the game. King T'Challa. He's so mean.
We're going to be doing bits and pieces, folks. So around about now, let's just get on with it. Ready, steady, paint. And while we get started, I'm going to put some the glowing tunes of the Elven Glade on in the background. And for those of you joining us live, thank you very much. If you have any questions for anyone, do let us know. Do shout out in chat, and we can put it up on screen for everyone to laugh. That's what Steve does. I'll take Steve. I don't know if you heard me or made a comment. Steve's like, what? What's going on?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear, but that's what you're supposed to be looking out for, Steve. You're the producer guy.
Yeah, well, I turned around to get a paint.
You turned around and you lost signal.
Script.
I was saying, Steve, I can't take you anywhere because you just insult people.
Yeah.
Hello, Steve.
Yeah, I insult people. You think I'd learned by now and shake my pants before we went live, wouldn't you?
I did give mine a good mix. I was saying to Craig and John before we came on that it's really hot again. It's like a warm breeze. It's horrible.
There's supposed to be a thunderstorm coming, so the humidity is quite high.
It definitely needs to break a little bit. I need a base. I'm gonna do. Oh, that's. I'm gonna do that one. Not that one. I'm gonna do those two. And that one. Craig, I have a. Well, actually, Craig and John, I have a base question for you.
Okay.
So, in Marvel Crisis, the basic set, the core set, I should say, you get the bases. Two of them have like a kind of like a grating with handles and then some bricks.
Mm-hmm.
Have you done those metallic or have you done them something else?
The bricks or the grate?
Both, really.
So the bricks I just do like a burnt red, and then for those, if I'm gonna do like a non-metallic metal on them, I'll just kind of mess around with some grays, and then put a like sepia wash over it, so it gets that kind of like rusty effect.
Oh, that's
that you'd see on those kind of like, and try to like do a couple really thin ones to pull it, kind of like water would pull, and create the oxidation. So that's what I do on those.
Craig, what about you? What are your tips and tricks for this one?
Yeah, I did some metal effect on the grates with the handles, did some rust effect on it. The bricks are... I did some burn umber and some brush some grays and stuff across them. So
okay, I can do that. I think let's give it a try. Let's give it a try.
Actually, I think on Psylocke's base, that's the one I just painted that had that stuff on it.
Yeah, it's again lovely texture on it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what this Iron Man is on, is that base.
How are you doing, Steve? Are you ready for Saturday? We can't actually say what we're doing, but are you ready for Saturday?
Yeah, I've got a million and one things to do, but yes, I am.
Cool. Good. I think everyone's gone straight to concert. Actually, has anyone? I know it's X-Men. Has anyone seen Superman?
I did not see it yet.
No, I have not.
I did, and I enjoyed it.
Is it the best ever?
No. I really, I mean, I grew up with Christopher Reeve, so I think that's going to be very hard to top anyway. I did really enjoy Man of Steel.
That was going to be my next question. Where did it rate against Man of Steel?
The new Superman does not rate against the Man of Steel. They are. Right. The thing is, they're very different stories. So, Man of Steel is a great modern Superman.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about Henry Cavill in the suit. I'm talking about like the film itself.
Yeah.
Like when you see him, before you see him put on the suit, and he's on the fight, the oil rig, and all that kind of stuff happens.
Yeah.
That was great. That was Superman. I'm not talking about Justice League Superman. Although it is good to see hero versus hero. But this was like if you're a comic collector, I think you'll love it. When you have the comic Superman, and then you have the comic Adventures of Superman, and then every now and then they go, oh yeah, here's a 4, 6, or 8 issue miniseries done by guest writer and artist, blah blah blah, which does not go into the monthly saga, but is its own standalone story.
Yeah,
that is what they've captured for me. And these are not the stories that we grew up with. These are the stories that we probably bought as adults in comics. So All-Star Superman is as an example.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what you're getting. So I enjoyed it. It was I think All-Star was done by Garth Ennis, I think. Or one of those Supermans.
What did he normally write? Because I don't recognise the name.
He's done a ton of stuff. But I remember All-Star Superman because it has this message, and you don't see much of it in the trailer. They do go into it quite a bit of detail in the film, where they say, look, he says a war was about to happen, people were going to die, and he stopped them. And they say, yeah, but did you ask permission? And he's like, no, but people were going to die, because that's not the point. You've gone against borders, you've gone against permissions, there's going to be retaliation. What's going to happen next? And it was a really kind of good debate, which I enjoyed. The effects were over the top. It was like buildings were collapsing, all kinds of things going on. There is a sense of humor. It's not just Guy Gardner as Nathan Fillion, or Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner.
So Guy Gardner is in it.
Yeah, Guy Gardner's in it. Mr. Terrific, Hawk Girl.
So Justice Society.
Kind of.
Right.
They don't actually. They're called a Justice Gang.
Oh, right. Okay.
They don't actually go into Justice Society as such. But it's good. It's a good. I enjoyed it. It's a good film. Good family film, I should say. And the dog is awesome.
Ace.
No, Crypto.
Ace's Batman's dog.
Exactly.
I'm still waiting for our Cosmo from MCP.
Yeah.
For Guardians. In case Comic Mass, anyone listening. Be pretty neat to get.
Cosmo would be a good one. What do I need? Let's take that out. We've got Fantastic Four as well in a couple of weeks.
That one seems pretty fun.
It does. I'm hoping for good things, but they announced that it's a short film. And I don't know how I feel about that when they say films are now short.
Yeah, but do they mean like it's just an hour and a half, or is it,
Yeah, it's normal film length, not a 3-hour film marathon. It's so what you
I
mean
was
to say is
expecting
it's normal.
Ben-Hur runtime, or I guess I'm not going.
Exactly, yeah. If there's not an
8
intermission,
hours.
what's the point? If I don't have to wear flight socks, what's the point of doing it? They've also announced yet another new Lord of the Rings cut with additional missing scenes.
Oh.
So this is the extended edition.
I wonder what scenes were missing.
They've said quite a lot.
They're now 6 hours each, and I'm here for it.
I mean, at this rate, they might as well just like they actually made the actors walk from one place to another, and you just have a body cam edition. Now you can watch all the inane chat as the hobbits travel across Mordor.
You better be getting some Tom Bombadil.
Well, yeah.
All these deleted scenes and no Tom Bombadil. I don't understand the point of that.
I wonder if it is actually because we had it in the TV series. Have they gone back? Oh, he was really popular in the TV series. Maybe we should release a new edition.
Like good luck with this movie's pacing now.
Mm-hmm. Right, so let's see. Let's do Cap. We'll do Captain America. Right. How are you doing, Steve? Tell us something interesting.
You put me on the spot now.
Well, you're not talking. So.
That's because I'm concentrating on my spear.
Spear and magic helmet.
So you know, I'm normally the one that comes to TV shows after they've been out for a while.
Yes.
So I recently started watching Blind Spot.
Which one's that?
So the actress is Sif in the Marvel Universe.
Oh, the tattooed woman.
Tattooed woman in Times Square.
Yep.
Okay, but it's also the TV show that Ashley Johnson from Critical Role's in.
Oh, okay. Oh, as the something, isn't she?
She's the tech, yeah.
Techie.
Tech person. So during the first season of Critical Role, she sort of left after the first 15 episodes and used to pop back every now and again between filming, but that was the show that she was filming. And during the first season, there's quite a few Easter eggs, like because they talk about her playing nerdy D&D games, and they say, "Oh, you play a wizard," and she goes, "Oh no, actually, I'm a gnome cleric," which is Pike in Critical Role. And then she sat in one of the conference rooms where they're interviewing a suspect, and there's a Critical Role mug on the table. That was quite interesting watching the show and trying to spot Critical Role Easter eggs at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Not to worry you, Steve,
that's
but is
my
that a
interesting
series
thing.
that finished?
Yeah, it was 10 years ago. So
but
yeah,
did they give you an end, or did they just cancel it?
Well, it's 5 seasons. I'm only on season 2, so
right.
I've got a while to go yet. But so there, I've combined something interesting with the reinforcement that I come to TV shows much later than everyone else. So ask me in about 3 years if I've seen Superman. You might be all right.
New Superman actor, you're like, that Superman's pretty good. I think I was ambitious by saying getting the front half of this model done. Maybe I'll get a wing done. He's a feathery boy.
At the moment, I'm liking my new water pot. I think it's good.
You got a new water pot?
I got one of the official Warhammer water pot things.
Right.
Those molded grey ones. I quite like it.
I have one of the little collapsible Game Envy cups. I like that one pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Right. Let's see.
I've got a PvP online mug from about 20 years ago.
Steve, recently I saw an advert for Knights of the Dinner Table.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a whole miniature collection.
Really?
Yep. It's still going.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is.
Yeah, there's a whole collection of minis for it. Cap is looking good. I've done Cap now. He's on a base. I'm going to base up my minis before I start painting. This is Captain Marvel.
All right.
John, are you good about writing down or recording your color schemes, what colors you've used, what formulas you've created along the way?
I'm unfortunately very bad at that.
I'm glad to hear it.
See, I used to be really good.
These are the colors I use, but I've used something else along the way, and I'm like, for the Hulkbuster, because I painted the Hulkbuster a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're not on the table at the same time, so it's fine.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. Like, yeah, it's fine.
See, we had Adam Abramovich from Army Painter on. He's been on several times, but that was one of the first kind of tips that he said to me: get a notebook and write them all down. And I did that for a few years, writing it all down, and then I filled up the notebook and didn't get another one.
Well, I think I have a pretty decent memory, so I like have a general idea of what I would use. Plus, I have like a lot of go-to colors. Like, if I'm gonna paint something burnt red or like a deep brown red, I'm just gonna grab burnt red from Monument. So I think that kind of helps.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I don't know. Our eyes are pretty good at filtering stuff together for us. So I think usually getting close is good enough. But that's just me.
Do you mix quite a few of your own colours, Craig?
I do on occasions. It just depends. It gets when I'm getting down towards the end, when I'm wrapping things up for highlights or whatever, I'll mix. And I enjoy that. It goes back to I have a background in color matching. So I enjoy getting down in the weeds sometimes with that. Dave, have you heard if Adam will be at Gen Con?
I don't know. I need to message him because he is in the States, and I'm assuming that Army Painter will be there. So
I believe that is correct. I believe I saw they had a booth. They had a booth at Origins this year.
Oh, cool.
This is the first year that they are selling at their booth.
Oh.
So like at Adepticon, they were actually selling product.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They never sold product before?
No.
We have a question actually. I just spotted it. Don't know how long it's been there. A minute. We're good. Schmidt 15. Asking Craig, how did you get into color matching? Was that a job you had?
I get for probably a good 15 years, I was in the screen printing industry, and one of the places I worked when I moved here to Ohio, we color match. I was in the color matching, so we handled all the inks and stuff for the presses. We did things like, do you remember the battery testers that were attached to the packages of Duracell batteries?
Yeah.
That you squeezed on the batteries?
Yeah.
We printed those.
Cool.
And got real involved in the we did mating parts for like microwaves. So the metal shell, is white or an off-white or whatever color it was.
Yeah.
And the touch panel for the numbers, numeric touch panel and stuff, that's a Mylar panel that is screen printed, and it has to match the panel completely. So we would have to match that, and then do a computer reading on it to see if we were in the right spectrum. If not, if it's too cool, you're adding a little red, and you're mixing 5 gallons at a time, probably. And you may be adding a drop of red to the, and then if it shifts too much, now you're splitting the 5 gallons and trying to add some blue and some yellow back, trying to bring it back into that hue. We did things like bicycle helmets. Bell helmets came to us wanting to do bicycle helmets, and they wanted a metallic blue to a metallic purple fade front to back on a bicycle helmet.
Ooh.
Without using halftones. So they wanted a natural fade. And so we had to figure out how to do that. We ended up printing 3 inks in the screen at once. A lot of scrap involved in that type of process. But
yeah.
The results were really neat.
I did screen printing in a perspex firm.
Yeah.
So all the if you imagine a hotel would put key fobs, big giant plastic key fobs on every key, and they used to do it with their branding and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like it's a very interesting process, but when you get a job like that, highly monotonous because it's manual. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. The screen printing job that I had before I moved to Ohio, we did a lot of like name badges for companies. And I was one of a handful of people that were allowed to print the Harley Davidson logo.
Oh,
and
nice.
Caterpillar tractors. We did name badges for them, and then so we would then print the badge.
Yeah.
And then engrave the name of whatever personnel they wanted on it, package it, and send it to them.
I can imagine the screen printing business, like the printing business, can have a lot of opportunities for side hustles. So,
Yes.
did you ever print anything on the side? I mean, how many things did you print Harley Davidson logo on for yourself?
There were several things. It was more the side hustles more came in when I got into textile printing.
Right, yeah.
All kinds of sweet T-shirts.
Yeah. How many different T-shirts can I print up for friends and family? And
all this. So do you ever use like the color picker tool or like paint rack? Have you guys seen that before yet?
I have paint rack.
Okay. Have you ever gone in and like used the color picker tool and then like try to match the hex code?
No, I have not.
Yeah, so that's a pretty fun little exercise. And I was thinking about it for reverse engineering. If you go in, you could take like, there's a browser and it's just called Color Picker. It's a browser tool. You could put in a picture of your painted model and it should give you like what dominant. So like if it was red, so pick out like which red to use the most, and you might be able to take the hex code and get close.
Right.
And figure it out that way. So a little reverse engineering.
Yeah, I basically used paint rack as this is the paint that I have. This is what, so I don't end up at the store looking at a rack of paint and going, is that the color I need?
Yep.
Is that what I left you looking for?
All right.
I guess to answer that second part of that question is how I got into it was when I applied for a job with the screen printing company. They had me do a color test where they put me in a color booth and dumped all these chips in the booth, and I had to put them in order. And varying shades of whites to blues to reds to greens.
Mm-hmm.
And out of like 75 chips, I flopped 2 of them.
Wow.
Ooh, well done.
So they were like, you are going to be in the color lab.
You have a good eye. Just paint, completely missed a mini. I just painted my finger.
That's when you know you're really in the zone. You just paint anything in front of you. All right. got the start of one wing relatively done-ish.
Let's take a close look. Zoom. Boom. Oh wow! Look at that.
Oh,
nice.
So how have you managed to get those layers in there? Is that just airbrush over and over and over?
No, so sorry I can't get my camera to focus, but what I did was I took the airbrush and I took kind of these colors just to lay in the base tones,
Yeah.
and then just did this. I think I said sepia, but it's burnt sienna, so it's got like that readiness.
Yeah.
I just turned the ink into a wash with a little matte varnish. That way it wouldn't be so shiny like inks naturally like to be. Let's see. Oh well. But and then I just been so like I kind of mix as I go. So I've
Yeah.
been layering up. You can see it on my wet palette. I layered up and then I tossed in some of this vanilla because it's a little satiny at the end. So it's a little more shiny so I can get those really bright points instead of just being like ultra matte. So just kind of layered up with the brush, and the layers are a little scratchy, but that's okay because feathers need textures anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of just went with a rough layer, and the camera's kind of blending it together so you can't see the textures right now, but I try to leave some textures behind, but it works on a surface like a feather, I think.
yeah.
That's awesome. Your little metal pot you've got there, is that for painting, or is that like a cooking utensil? Where'd you get that from? That's
It
kind
is
of
an
neat.
ink. I guess it's a metal well. I got it on Amazon. I bought a bunch of them, and then I'll go through them, and I like because I use the wet palette,
Yeah.
but I don't like mixing certain things like inks or contrast paints. You can see how well I take care of it. Nice and clean in here.
Yeah.
And I like to mix these in here because there's no extra water like you would get on your wet palette.
Yeah.
So I'll mix my airbrush mixes in here and that kind of stuff. So then I bought a ton of them. That way I'll just drop them in alcohol water and clean
Yeah.
them at the end and toss those off to the side.
I like those. They're quite swish. I have not seen anything like that before.
Yeah, I think they're called like just metal palettes if you go on Amazon. So
I shall have to check that out.
they shouldn't be too it. I mean, they should not be that expensive, like less than $1 each. So I
Yeah,
used to save like
packages of 5 or 10, or
mhm.
I've got some sitting in the corner of my desk.
Yeah, I used to save water bottle lids, but then the more I paint, the more I'm like, I don't have enough of these. So I decided to opt and try that.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking about Gen Con earlier. Craig, what's the kind of best thing you're looking forward to?
I'm always interested to see what new is there. I never get there. I never seem to get there for the tickets to get whatever exclusive Wids Kid has, or
Yeah.
I always kind of miss out on those things. But I enjoy seeing that kind of stuff. It seems as though in the last few years, everybody's got dice.
Yeah.
It used to be a fun thing. Oh, I got to go find a new set of dice. I got to find but you can't not go to a table anymore that doesn't have some type of dice on it. The different miniature tables that you can find, because they're not common there, or they haven't been in the past. I always like looking at Goodman games and
I like Goodman. Yeah, I'm always tempted by their redos, the 5e book redos.
Yeah,
they have Temple of Elemental Evil, Steve.
Oh, nice.
So you get the original book hardback, reprinted and hardbacked. You get a redo of the story for 5e, so all the rules have been replaced with 5e.
Yeah.
And And then is it like sometimes you get 3 books? I think there's a supplemental.
I don't know. When
I had
like
these.
Elemental Evil is like, I don't remember the book being as big as Goodman's got it, because it's a tome.
Yeah, it's actually a small book, but it's one of those things that kind of, oh, I played that.
Yeah. Cobalt Press, I like, checking them out.
Have you got their? I can't remember what it's called now. It's just gone to spell out my head. Their new one. Their new starter box.
No.
What's their new one called? I can't remember now.
Is that the one you posted the other day?
No, I think that's a new one.
Mm.
They have during their whole OGL, and they really Valiant. There you go.
Oh,
There's a Valiant starter box set out that came out last year. I haven't played it yet, but we did see it at UK Games Expo.
you know who distributes Midnight Tower stuff here in the States?
Drive Through RPG, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think.
you can order it direct from Drive Through RPG, digital or hardware.
I didn't know if anybody at like Gen Con would have them.
No, I don't think they've done it like that. But yeah, you can get a print copy from Drive Through, and the Drive Through stuff is good. I mean, I've got their adventures that I've bought through the Kickstarters. The Drive Through RPG books are pretty good. All the print on demand stuff. I don't like the reprints. Like you can get the D&D second, third edition.
Yeah,
reprint. I don't like that. But when you get, I got Alan Patrick and Alex Kamar's book, The End of Everything. I backed that Kickstarter as well, and that was the Drive for RPG, and that was very good. I was Steve. I was messaging Quest's End, the whiskey, to see if they're going to be at Gen Con.
Yeah.
They will be at Gen Con, but there is not a booth at Gen Con.
Right. Okay.
Did they say where you might be able to pick up a sample or a bottle?
I haven't. Oh, I definitely want a bottle because I want to be able to open it up and drink it while I'm there. Not the whole thing. I'm going to share it. Honest. I'm going to. They've sent more messages. I was doing this, so I couldn't read it all. But I'm looking forward to having a tipple.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Steve? And the other thing I'm looking for, Craig, you've been to Gen Con before, haven't you?
Yes.
So the other thing I'm looking for is any dealers who are selling some of the older D&D books, so second and third edition originals.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know any like bookstores there, or if you see it, shout out, and
I will say there has been in the past.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing any last year, but it varies so much.
Yeah, I think there's only, even at Games Expo, there's only one or two people who might have some like fourth edition. But I'm looking for
and funnily enough, like this year, he didn't have anything, did he?
No, the same guy. No,
He's traveling man, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me look up something real quick.
They But that's where Fiona comes in really well, because Tabletop Rescue is able to get quite a lot.
Yep.
Can I change stores? Change store.
And I spent a lot of money.
In
fact, that reminds me, I still need to go back and read some of those, because one of them was really good, Steve. This old Advanced D&D adventure. It was a prestige edition.
Yeah.
Like a black and red cover.
Yeah.
And it was a really good story. I was like, yeah, we should do that.
If you can get Josh to take you, looks like there's 1, 2 in Indianapolis, or the suburbs that all blur together. A place called Half Price Books.
Oh, okay.
They inevitably have D&D now. Sometimes they act proud of them. But it's hit or miss what you can find. Sometimes you can find a lot of. I found a few 5e. I found a lot of 4 and like 3.5.
Yep.
Some of them, and you may find a lot of Pathfinder. You may, older edition Pathfinder stuff.
Do you think they will attend Gen Con, or is it just their shop?
It's typically their shops. It's a chain store.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I think I've got a couple here in Phoenix. Like,
yeah.
I always love going there. I have board games and stuff too, as well, on top of books.
DVDs, CDs.
Yep. Laserdisc. Last time I went, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I would like to go back, and I don't think I'm ever going to get the guy that has my books to relinquish them back to me.
Yeah.
So I'm to the point, it's like I have to go try to recreate what I had, but I had so many first editions with the mistakes and the deities and demigods that had like Cthulhu and stuff in it, and
yeah. I just wrote it. I've got into heavily collecting them now, and it's just.
Yep.
I when the early editions, like the second edition, and Advanced D&D, they cross-referenced so well their other books. It's like, if you have this, if you have that, I I'm kind of reading articles and old magazines, and it goes, "Oh, if you read this," and it recommends another book, so I'll get that just in case. And the source material is also still relevant today. It doesn't really change. They just retype it.
Yeah, I have so many. I spend a day in the weeds, and
Jess Schmidt also says they love half-price books.
Yeah. Some of the seedier parts of the internet looking for old Dragon magazines.
That's what I've been doing. I literally just spent £200 on getting a whole bunch of them.
And I have a lot of PDFs of them.
Yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed reading a magazine.
Yes,
just sitting down and reading a magazine, and even the adverts are funny because I remember that game. I remember that. I had that. I did that. And at the time, obviously, didn't think about it. But with the absence of, there's a real absence of magazines. You can still buy magazines here in the UK, but having that hobby magazine is just nice to just sit down quietly and not have to have it on an iPad or not a screen.
Mm-hmm.
And also Dragon and Dungeon magazines. You had Wolfgang, Eric Mona, Chris Perkins. They were all working together. They were all editors at different times as well. And then all gone on to make their own companies. I mean, that was also back when Pathfinder, well, before it was Pathfinder, when it was Paizo in Game Mastery, when they were working so closely with D&D, it was amazing.
Yep.
And there are some great stories in those magazines.
Yeah, I liked it when I was getting back into it and I could go back and reference stuff.
Yeah.
And, I like those traps. I'm going to use that.
Yep. I've seen stuff in there and I'm like, it's still relevant. It is still relevant. I know they haven't kind of like legacy weapons and stuff like that. All the artifacts and stuff, it gets relabeled and rehashed. But it's all still relevant. You can bring it in, but it's not. They haven't included that in the player's handbook or the DMG or any of the 5e source books. But it's all still relevant.
So I still have somewhere the 4-volume second edition magical encyclopedias.
Oh.
That listed every single magical item.
Yep.
In the game to date. And some ridiculous ones. But yeah, 4 volumes of magical items.
That was a thing with 4th edition, though. It was Monsters Manual, Book 1, Book 2, Book 3.
Yep.
Which is kind of what Pathfinder ended up doing.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Has anyone picked up Daggerheart yet? Is anyone going to pick up Daggerheart?
I haven't paid much attention to it, to be honest, so possibly not. But I do like new games. So if we see a demo or something at Gen Con, I might be interested. If they're even there. Yeah, because I don't think they was at Games Expo, were they? Yeah.
No,
they
weren't.
They weren't at Games Expo.
No. Well, they were, but with someone else. They weren't selling Daggerheart. They were just doing demos.
Yeah.
But I've been watching Age of Umbra from Critical Role, and I have to say I'm quite liking their fear, hope, and stress mechanic. So I'm quite enjoying that.
This is what they designed, correct?
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know if you can say they designed it. It's just a different mechanic, but we've seen in other games.
You're right.
They've just combined it. So we are at top of the hour, and I have not yet started painting Iron Man.
It's a good sign.
I've been doing all the bases. So let's go round and see progress. Would anyone like to go first, or should I just pick on you?
All right, well, let me put my brush down first.
You can pick on me if you want. That's fine.
Here we go. Let's John volunteered. Here we go. It looks awesome, doesn't it? See, for me, I would say that's finished.
Well, not quite.
Not quite. Okay.
He needs a little highlighting back there. But I'm trying to do like really heavy directional lighting on him. So I think we're getting close. Like I want to mess with his hair a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see. I can almost see his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to mess with his hair a little bit. I think push it to the same vanilla-y few spots because hair is kind of satin, especially like the super blonde hair. Yeah, but he's coming along. Get some. I probably won't take the boots super high because I want them to be dark relative to all the other white. Because I'm trying not to actually go too bright with the white. This is my white recipe here. If anyone's curious. So
that is nice.
It's like a dark gray, blue, and white blue. So no actual pure white. Anytime I paint white, I'm trying to avoid using pure white. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
All right, John, stop. I got a question for you.
Okay.
Do you find it worth the money to replace the Pro Acryl lids?
Well, so I personally don't love them, especially I travel a decent amount to Vegas and like I started opening them and they were like pressurized. But I got these on Amazon again. So totally worth it for me because I think I got 32 lids for $6 to $8. I can send you the link. So for me, that was totally worth it.
Versus the 6 for $10, whatever they sell them for.
Yeah, that was maybe a little outside of my price range for caps when I own every Pro Acryl paint so far.
Right. I just didn't know if you like to flip caps better than the twist caps because I'm getting annoyed with the twist caps.
I'm getting annoyed with twist caps as well. So
yeah, I like the flip caps. I mean, I like them for airbrushing, especially if I'm being like super lazy and like trying to just drop it in the pot. But like generally, I prefer them. So if you look around and like do some measuring, you can find the flip caps on Amazon or probably some other wholesale type website and just get them much cheaper, like 30 cents a lid instead of $1, which is reasonable.
Yes. Okay, good to know.
Cool, that's awesome. Steve, I see you've added your
phone
in. What I'll do is I'll add mine as well to see if we can get balanced. There we go. And then I'll swap that one with that one, and I'll swap that one with that one, and we'll go to Craig.
We'll go to Craig. All right.
Oh, look at that. That is shiny.
Nice. That is very shiny.
Yeah, that is very shiny.
What have you used there?
It's good.
What was the question?
Like what paints have you used for that?
I am using Fanatics Tainted Gold.
Yeah.
And Metallics, their Gemstone red.
Cool. Yeah, that's
a beautiful
really
color.
Red.
And then I've got a little bit of AK ink. What color ink did I use for the blue? Just cyan.
Right.
Show us the mini again, Craig. Yeah, look at that.
Really have you got a reference picture somewhere? Because when I was painting the zombie side Iron Man a couple of weeks ago, my brain cannot process which are red and which are yellow panels. I forever stopping and looking at the picture.
The Atomic Mass Games.
Yeah.
pulled up, and I'm like, I'm not real happy with it, but at least it's giving me an idea of which is which.
Yeah.
I don't love Iron Man enough to remember which plates are which. I would have to have a reference picture too.
Right.
I think most of mine ended up red, and it's like, oh, that's yellow. I'll go and paint that.
Yeah, I printed out screen captures for when I did Hulkbuster.
Right.
And had them
It's
pinned
over
up
to you,
all over.
Steve. You're gonna make me big because I'm holding my phone with one hand and mini with the other. Right. I am.
I can try I'm lagging out a bit.
Okay, no worries. I have painted my spear
Oh,
tip
look at that spear
in,
tip.
in vibranium cartoon colours.
Yeah.
And
I like that.
And then I'm going hard with the lighting on one side. So I'm trying to do a massive contrast with OSL. That's what I'm trying to do.
Nice.
But yeah, that's that. I was pleased the way the spear tip came out. Might try and do a little bit more edge highlighting, but that's what I was trying to do.
That's cool. Looking good. Right. You can swap over then, Steve.
Yep.
So I haven't started yet. He's still there. There we go.
That's
but
looking awesome, Dave.
I have done. I know it's amazing. I primed it, and then I did a black prime, and then I did a white prime dusting on top to give me some xenophil.
That does look good.
Purees around. There you go.
Yeah. I like the highlighting on the chest.
Yeah, it's come out very well. And then all this lot is what I've been.
Let's go back to mini. So your one's got the little triangle chest piece, and Craig's I think is the round chest piece.
Yep.
That's really good attention to detail. I like that.
Yep. And then so here's my now stuck on bases. There we go. With the rock. Oh, it matches.
Oh, it does. Is that the one you found outside on the floor?
No, it's the actual one. And I was like, oh, it looks so good. Look, that stone looks so stony.
I just said because I thought it was from the driveway.
I've used it on everything. Look at this. It works really well.
That base there looks really good. That one that's on the desk where you've got the drain cover painted in metallic. I really like that one. I really like that one.
That one.
Yeah, that's a very good base.
Yeah. That's my first one. There you
go. You've got quite a few painted now.
Yeah.
Fully dynamic.
Fully based up, almost ready to go.
Yeah. Spider-Man's not finished yet. Still got to go back to Spider-Man. So he's there. And then the last two are Winter Soldier and Iron Man.
Winter Soldier looks good.
Boom. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I'm really really pleased with these.
They look good. Now that you've put Captain America with that explosion on the base, it looks good because you can see the gaps, can't you, where the explosion goes outwards. It's not all solid. Again, that's a nice bit of attention to detail.
For Captain Marvel, it looks awesome.
Right, I'll remove our phones and put us back to there you go.
There we go. Take these off, and now I can start painting Iron Man, which is what I was supposed to be doing. Boom. Right. Let's try this again. Iron Man. Oh, that's a good idea. Do I have a really bright blue?
Yeah, you will have.
Is...
You'll have electric blue.
No. I am going for brighter than that. I'm going for Sea Hag. So I'm using these. I'm using it. Oops, sorry, microphone. I'm using these ones.
Oh, the prismatic sets.
Yeah. And I'm looking for a Sea Hag. No, let's go grey. Sea Hag. Sea Hag is a lovely colour.
I'm expecting it to be slightly green.
It's very teal, yes.
Yeah.
Craig, we have another question for you.
Okay.
Jess says, Craig, what brought you to Ohio? Do you like it there? Also, everyone's minis look great. Yes. Fun seeing everyone's different styles.
I came to Ohio not long after I was married. Basically to be closer with some family over here. And do I like it here? Yeah. As I've gotten older, there's places I would probably rather move to, but yeah. But then I look at it now going, that's a whole lot of packing and relocating.
Yep.
That I don't want to do anymore.
Oh, this is a very, very bright blue. It's kind of a washed out blue. So it might be too small. How's your magnifying lamp, Steve?
That's great.
Yeah,
it's
better than the
really
glasses.
good. Yeah, a bit more comfortable. And very, very well lit. So I might have to try some of the lighting settings because there's a yellow light, a blue light, and a white bright light. I'm using the bright white light at the moment.
Yeah.
So I might play with that a little bit and tone it down. But yes, I am very pleased. The magnifying glass is fairly large. It's comfortable. Nice position because you can move it around. So yeah, that's I would recommend. And it was 20 quid.
I'm glad you like it because when I tried one, I had more problems with depth of field.
Yeah, so I'm blind in one eye, so my depth of field is screwed up anyway.
You're like my dad was blind in one eye, detached a retina from a sneeze.
Right.
A sneeze?
Yes. Had a sneezing fit and went blind in one eye.
Wow.
And he loved woodworking and loved golf and taught himself both. But to watch him at the kitchen table trying to screw a lid back on something was entertaining.
I like the way we always manage to pick on our parents.
He's passed, so I can make fun of him now. He won't come at me.
Yep. So is mine. It's all those weird kind of things that
that you remember
and miss. It's weird.
I definitely did something to that Hulk Buster to bring it more red. After I did this. Because I'm too rosy.
We have no question, Jess. Oh, Steve might have to do it because I'm lagging.
Dave, is it any cooler where you're at this week, or did you get a humidifier? It is a little bit cooler.
Did definitely not get a humidifier. No. It's muggy today.
It is muggy. It's generally cooler, but the humidity is definitely up because of the rain earlier.
I don't know if it's rained yet. Well, I haven't
It
heard
rained
rain,
at lunchtime here.
so I'm assuming I wouldn't. No, we didn't. Yeah, we got it. Not enough.
It's every other word, Dave, at the moment.
Late 20s, early 30s out there. Okay. And then I'm going to go yellow. See, it was the fact I got a question. The internet didn't like it.
Yeah. Is it? The internet did not like it.
Gonna do some yellow for Iron Man. I'm gonna use sun. Yeah, I'm just making sure I got the right yellow. Sun yellow. Don't know how well this is going to come out. So let's find out. I'm literally just slapping this on because I want this color to go in the grooves, and then I'm going to use the red to paint over the yellow where all the mistakes are. That's my plan. I'm also using the reference material as well. So I'm going to be really rough. And it will certainly will not look like Iron Man when I've finished. Oh, we're 20 past the hour as well. The second hour.
Yeah,
time
is
flying.
gone quick tonight.
Yeah, but my paint hasn't dried up, which is the problem we had last time. It's definitely behaving itself. So I'm doing this incredibly messily, just so I can get. What I probably should have done is started with the blue and the yellow on Iron Man, and then done the bases, and then it would have been ready to do the red. I didn't think like that though. It's going to cost me a gold star.
Yeah.
This is like. I'm now realizing that there's more yellow on him than I thought there was.
There's different armors have different yellows, don't they? I think the Type 42 quite a lot of yellow on it.
Seen him steal and say he hasn't gotten to painting his armor yet.
Cave version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're bringing that one out, I think. I saw in the preview, the Mark Iron. No, wait, no, they're bringing out Ironmonger, so that'll be a really cool one to paint.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like next year, though, unfortunately.
That'd be a good one, though. At least we also know that they're still bringing out. We're still getting more minis coming, which is nice.
Yes.
There's more to look forward to. think I'm staring at Iron Man so much, he's starting to look like RoboCop.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to find that detail there.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Dead or alive. We had a spammer. Evil spammer. Goodbye, evil spammer. So, trying to do a... Can't work out if he's got... Oh, he does. He's got yellow in all of the joints, and he's got it in his kind of shoulders.
Oh, wow.
And it's just shoved in under the sticky out bit armor. So I'm really just...
So would you paint the whole model yellow?
You could do it that way. I'm not, but I am being quite rough and shoving the paintbrush into, like, the wrist and the elbows were okay. But I think because of the contrast between the colors, when it is painted with red, you will be able to see that touch of yellow just shining through. So I'm tempted to just give it a try, but I am being quite rough.
Look at that yellow too. Yeah, you say so.
And that bit's red. That's red. That's red. I'm now going to do a second coat on the yellow, I think, because the black primer is showing through a little too much. some places. Oh, Miss Disney. Right. We don't have long, guys. We've got 15 minutes.
Oh, no.
Hmm. 15, you say?
I'm rushing to try and get the front half of Angel done, if possible.
All right, what's the...
I'm tempted just to try. Oh, I've got. What's that one? No. I'm tempted to try just to put a little bit of red on Iron Man. Can I do it? Should I do it? Shoo. At the moment, my Iron Man looks pretty. It's messy, but it looks pretty good, black and yellow.
It's Wasp Iron Man.
Yeah.
You can just always say it's alternate universe or timeline.
Yeah.
I think that's always my go-to.
Right, let's try this. Oh yeah, talking about Dungeons and Dragons. Has anyone seen the new starter box that's been announced?
I did not. What's in it?
I saw you post. I have not.
It looks good. For me, it harks back to 4th edition where you used to get player character cards and magic item cards and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So a whole collection of you get the magic item cards, you get spell cards, you get monster encounters, just for that adventure. But everything is there. It's like a handout, and you get maps, paper maps as well, battle maps.
Oh, nice.
So it's quite, and it's a Grey Hawk. It's Keep on the Borderlands.
Oh,
Is the main, yeah, exactly. Is the main story with Caves of Chaos and some wilderness stuff in there as well. So I'm looking forward to that. It comes out in September, which is a shame because it means it probably won't be at Gen Con. Otherwise, I would have picked it up.
Do they not do like early releases or anything or previews?
I don't know. Wizards of the Coast are going to be there, and they have all the prop photography done, so it does exist.
it might be. You might see a sale sample type thing in their cabinet.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, we are nearly down to the last 5 minutes, and then we're going to voting. So let's do what I said earlier.
You ramping the music?
Let's change the music. Boom. Here we go. 5 minutes.
Oh no.
Everything
Too
goes for the
stressful.
star. Here we go.
I'm still waiting for my other star. I did what I said I would. I got the front half mostly done.
I'm just I'm slapping some red paint onto Iron Man just to use up the rest or some of the color that I've got on my brush and on the side of the palette. Painting over some of the excess yellow, and I've got to say it's done mostly what I thought I was going to do.
I'm excited for you guys to try the game. When is that happening?
It won't be until after Gen Con, but yes, we're going to be doing it. So we're going to be doing a live event as well. So it is an open public live event where people can come along, learn how to play Marvel Crisis Protocol with us. Maybe we'll do some painting as well, I don't know. And learn how to play the game. And we'll also do some recording of it as well. But we're going to have a whole day playing the game.
You doing it in Shatterpoint at the same time, or?
No, we're going to keep them separate because although the game mechanic is very, very similar, I want to do like a dedicated version. So talking to our contact at Asmodee at the moment about seeing what marketing materials we can get to showcase it all, so that we can really put it out on display.
The one downside, because I play a little Shatterpoint too, but for me, not being able to throw the buildings is a pretty big downside. Where throwing a building's pretty great.
You're not using the force correctly.
I should be able to throw this building.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 minutes.
All right.
Less than a minute. Let's see if I can paint his butt. And that is time. Boom. Boom. Let's turn that off. Boom. There we go. All goes quiet now. Look, without the music.
The judging music should be even more intense.
Steve, I'm going to give you a minute to set up your phone. If you can hear me, Steve. Right. And then I will add that. We will swap it to that one. And that one goes there. That one goes there. And to give Steve a little bit of time, I will separate them out. So let's start with our current holding gold star winner, John. Over to you.
All right.
Let's see how we're doing. Look at that. Wow. It does look awesome.
Thank you.
Are you happy with it so far?
I mean, that's not a fair question, but yeah, so far. So luckily, I think like wrapping up the backside won't even take too long, maybe like another hour or so. Try to get a little bit of texturing on the base, match the directional lighting, try to get his hair to go brighter. So yeah, pretty happy with him. I think my favorite part is the white piece.
Yeah.
And I think the smoke needs a little more colored like dimension, but it's kind of in a rush there at the end. I blame the intense music threw me out.
Yeah, it does look incredible.
Thank you.
Very, very nice. Okay, so remember, those of you joining us live, you can shout out your votes in live chat, and then we will also going to vote on each other as well. I will show you this one, so I'll skip. We'll do Steve last because he's busy sorting that out. So you saw all the minis I did earlier, and what I wanted to do. So there is a very, very bright blue on his diamond. And you can see I slapped on the yellow to try to get it in all the yellowy bits and all the joints. It's on the elbows, it's on the wrist, it's on his neck and the shoulders. The shoulders is the hardest one to do. And then I'm just using the red to tidy that up. But although the helmet isn't finished, you can see it's starting to look like Iron Man. I'm really, again, I love the amount of armor detail that's on him. And I'm looking forward to I'm going to continue painting this one next week. But yeah, a great pose. And all these little blue bits as well. So I went completely nuts and just covered them completely so I can tidy up with the red. And I'm hoping that will be as nice as the blue diamond there. And that's not metallic, it's just using standard paints. But
that's looking good.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's come out. It's come out really well, actually. I'm quite pleased with that.
Yeah.
Might end up being my favorite go-to mini. Could be. Right. Craig, how are we doing? We've got the egg. Shoom. Oh, I did mention it before, but your Daredevil basing was fantastic, by the way.
Come on.
He's so shiny. There we go.
Nice.
Look at
I
that.
love that base. That's really good, the base. I know you didn't paint that on this show, but that's really good.
No, I painted the base a long time ago, and the meeting was just fine. It was one of those things I needed a palette cleanse on something, and I just started tinkering with the base. But
that is so nice.
That looks really, really good.
Now,
really good.
The camera's picking it up as more cherry red. And for here, in my eye, it's more rosy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That does look awesome.
Thank you.
Looking good, looking good. And finally, Steve, how are we doing?
Yep. Where's my mini gun? Right, okay. So if I did that, that hasn't helped, so has it?
Not really.
No, I'll stick it there. So I've I've done what I said I was going to do, which is the object source lighting off of the spear. I've gone hard with the highlights, but I have started to dry brush the other parts of the black, which I will highlight just before I've finished with the purple.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I like it. It looks
Yes.
good. And I have no idea why that is looking further away. Because it's a magnifying glass. Honestly, it's bigger when I look at it. Why it's not working on the camera, I don't know.
It's a different type of lens. It doesn't
like it.
well.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed painting that. I like it. There you go.
Cool.
Definitely be looking forward to seeing pictures of that one.
Yeah, definitely send. That's a note to everybody. Everybody send photos over, and we can start using them as the thumbnails and promos and
I take
everything else.
Photographs.
Maybe it's just my pictures they're gonna take down when you use them as a thumbnail and a promo. They're like, nah, gonna like that guy.
Nah, they're good. They're good. So we're gonna go around the table. Let's. My vote goes to Craig.
My vote goes to Craig as well. That was really, really well painted.
I'm voting for Steve tonight.
One for Steve. John, over to you.
I was going to vote for Steve.
Oh, we can't have a rock paper scissors off. We need. Where's Jess? Who are you gonna vote for, Jess?
Yes, you've got the deciding vote.
Tiebreaker.
Go message.
I like the idea of the rock, paper, scissors off.
Let's do the rock. We're gonna have the rock paper scissors.
Right.
See if the internet can work for us. We're gonna draw on 3. Ready?
Right. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
You win.
It's Craig.
You win.
Jess gets a vote in there for John. I knew you would.
But Craig wins the internet. Rock, paper, scissors off.
It is. Wins the internet. That's a big thing.
Wins the internet.
But Craig definitely wins this week's gold star. Once again, Craig, let's bring that back up because that is awesome. We're going to give you some time to switch it around. Zoom. Look at that. We've got to get it in focus.
Yeah, that is good.
It actually does look as if it's kind of like a metal toy or something.
Yeah.
I had really thought about using some of the turbo dork on it, but it's like I really need to lay that through an airbrush.
Yeah,
really I used the red rum on and I painted it, and it was difficult by the end because I was obviously doing it with a brush, and it would be to do it proper justice you have to put it through an airbrush.
Right, there we go. And that's it, everybody. There we go. Right. Craig, if you can send that over to me, that'll be great.
I will. Yep.
Send the photos, and we'll be seeing those in the promos for next week, as well as the thumbnail for this episode. And next week is I was going to say our last episode. It's not. It's the penultimate one because the week after that we're in Gen Con.
Yeah.
That's why we won't be painting in 2 weeks' time because me and Craig might be painting in person. In person, yeah. We're going to do a brush off in person live at Gen Con on a shaky handy cam, and we're gonna see if that works.
We'll get Josh to film it.
Yeah, we get actually a good idea. Let's do that. We get Josh to broadcast it live from Gen Con on the Badger Review channel.
There you go.
We'll do that. Right, but
the brush off on tour.
The brush off on tour, yeah, it's going to happen. Well, it has to happen one day. Other than that, John, Craig, Steve, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Do all come back next week if you wish. Oh,
thanks for having me.
And the pause. There is no expense
at all, especially from Steve.
0 expenses paid.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we'll see you again next week. Same Badger time, same Badger channel. Ta-da.
All right, take care.